Hello everybody, this is Nick Momont, or Bacon from Bacon Infinity. I'm doing my audition for the Hearthstone So You Think You Can Cast competition, and I hope you enjoy the clip. Alright, so here we are in the final match of the semifinals for the 2016 America's Winter Championship. We've got Zenstyle up against Puffin. Now, Zenstyle's bringing the Tempo Mage deck versus Puffin's Oil Rogue. And this is, these decks have seen a lot of play over the basically since Oil Rogue has been around since since Oil came out in GVG. It's been a very strong deck, and Tempo Mage sort of became a lot more viable after the Black Rock Mountain expansion with the Flamewalker. So we got a fairly strong mulligan from Zenstyle already. You always want to be starting off with that Mana Worm, and top decking the Sorcerer's Apprentice on turn 2 is really the best play you can get from there. The only options left are, does he want to just use some spells to buff up that Mana Worm or not? Chooses not to for now, though. Now from Puffin, he's got a very clean way of clearing this up, not in terms of card advantage, but in terms of tempo. So using 3 cards to clear this out, but ending up with a 3/3 on the board, and denying those 2 very important cards for Zenstyle. Luckily for Zenstyle, also has a good way to deal with this. Second Mana Worm, and going for a bit of a gamble here, but it does pay off, landing 1 shot on the SI7 agent. For Puffin, you're kind of left with not the most desirable plays here. You can take out the Mana Worm if you eviscerate it, and then attack with your weapon. Or you can use the oil, but you're not getting the full value from the combo effect. So either way, it's not the ideal situation, but you want to get rid of that Mana Worm because of its snowball potential. Puffin is opting to go for the oil play, leaving himself with a 4/1 weapon and a clear board. And for Zenstyle, there's really not the greatest play to follow this up. The mirror image and the mirror entity, it's an okay, but it's fairly slow. Your mirror images aren't going to attack. You don't get anything from the mirror entity right away, but we'll get a Sludge Belcher off that. So it's pretty good value off that secret. Now, Archmage Antonidas is such an important card for this deck because it gives you that that free fireball potential. And with that, the top deck of the Archmage, Zenstyle is having no real hesitation to use the fireball to clear out Puffin's Sludge Belcher, since with Archmage Antonidas you can just create more fireballs. Now Puffin getting the Loatheb draw off of that Azure Drake card draw is super important because of how reliant on spells Zenstyle's deck is. And Zenstyle goes for the Unstable Portal and pulls a Kel'Thuzad. So Kel'Thuzad is a 5-mana Kel'Thuzad is really great value. Unfortunately for Zenstyle, Puffin does have a sap in hand ready to deal with any large minions that get thrown down. But that drop itself from the Unstable Portal can be game ending in certain circumstances. Now this Loatheb doesn't mess up Zenstyle's plays as much as it could have. It's not like Zenstyle has a hand full of only spells. Zenstyle could drop this Azure Drake and does indeed go for that. But with the draw of a spell off the card draw, there are no plays left except to ping the Azure Drake and continue on. Could have maybe pinged the Loatheb so that it would be killable with the Azure Drake next turn, but instead goes for the ping on the other Azure Drake. Now Puffin Looks like he's opting to sprint here and reload the hand because, you know, his hand is fairly full of spells, and those are all pretty reactive instead of having a lot of initiative on the board. You know, it's not like a minion. So with the Deadly Poison, we'll be able to clear out both of these mirror entities and also trade against the Azure Drake. Zenstyle is also going to opt to draw some cards here and getting the Flame Waker. So that's a really nice draw, just because it's sort of the card that holds this deck together. You know, Archmage Antonidas is really good because of those free fireballs, but the Flame Waker is sort of what made the deck viable. Now here's when we're going to see that sap go down, because, you know, getting rid of a 5-mana Kel'Thuzad is really, really important. I'm going to put that thing back up to full price and freeze up the board for Puffin to keep pushing that face damage. Now here's where the Archmage will come down. We got 2 free fireballs coming up with Coin into Counterspell. And normally Counterspell would be a great way to protect the Archmage, because they're going to want to deal with it with spells, because that's the most efficient way to get rid of a 7 health creature. But with 2 backstabs in hand, Puffin can just pop the Counterspell for free and take it out with, you know, we could have second backstab, eviscerate. With the Blood Mage Thalnos, could also do backstab into Blade Flurry to clear that up as well. So this will get cleared out without losing a single minion, and also developing, you know, not the strongest board, since a lot of it is tokens, but you've got a lot of damage here. So pushing a lot of face damage with that, and putting Zenstyle in quite a bit of trouble. Even going to eviscerate face to bring him down to 6. Now Zenstyle is in a lot of trouble. Oh, nice top deck with the mirror images. So combo that with the Flame Waker and also a Fireball to take out that Loatheb. If he gets lucky with these shots, he can take out almost the entire board. 2 more shots off the Flame Waker with the mirror images, and then a ping. Not the best RNG, but, you know, it was almost as good as you could have asked for. Now Dr. Boom is coming down, and this is going to be very, very difficult for Zenstyle to deal with. He can Fireball on top of the Boom and then ping it to take that out. But, you know, the boom bots themselves are incredibly threatening. So with the Blade Flurry, ensures that the Flame Waker can die, as well as both mirror images. Okay, Ethereal Conjurer off the top, and this is potentially game-changing. What's it going to be? Got a Fireball, an Echo Admetive, and a Cone of Cold. Goes for the Cone of Cold to buy himself a bit of time, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Both Boombots go face, down to 2 health. There's just nothing that Zenstyle can do to keep himself alive here. Puffin doing some unnecessary plays just to, you know, hurt the pride of Zenstyle. Playing out his entire hand, and then getting lethal with the dagger. So this means that Puffin is going to be moving on to the 2016 America's Winter Championship. So we'll see you soon for that match.